This strange-looking wrap and this stiff gauze-like stuff may bring you about as close as you can get to the leading edge of science and regenerative medicine.
It's multiple layers of extracellular matrix that have come from the urinary bladder of a pig.
While pig bladder may seem unpleasant, its extracellular matrix, or ECM, may have changed the life of this Marine. Ronald Strang is a sergeant who lost half his left thigh muscle in a bomb attack 2 years ago in Afghanistan. After months of physical therapy, he was left with an unsteady, hollowed-out, scarred upper leg.
It was hard to walk. I either had a cane or crutches for most of the time to help me get around. Stairs were terrible.
Then late last year, surgeons at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center implanted a strip of ECM into what was left of his thigh.
And the weekend after the surgery, I was out able to hike around and do stairs, and it was almost right away.
And now, he's playing flag football with just a shadow of his former limp.
It's a huge difference, being able to run again.
So what is ECM?
It's much more than a structural support that gives tissues their form and strength. It actually is loaded with information, so we tend to think of ECM as an information-rich highway of communication between cells.
Dr. Steve Badylak is leading the clinical trial Strang is in. The goal is to regrow human muscle tissue.
We discovered that we could take pig extracellular matrix, put it into a site where this severe injury occurs, and have that matrix direct a healing response that is different than that default response of just forming a scar.
The body doesn't reject the material because it's cleaned of pig cells. Scientists think the matrix communicates with nearby human cells and tells the body to grow bicep, tricep, quadricep, or calf muscle instead of scar tissue.
We want to put something back there that not only is going to turn into muscle tissue, but will change the quality of life for the patient.
Advances like this are possible because of a taxpayer-funded program called the Armed Forces Institute of Regenerative Medicine. For the last 4 years, $300 million in grants have gone to top hospitals and universities to speed research in cell science and advanced plastic surgery. Much work has been done in Boston on ears. Remember this guy? Researchers at Massachusetts General Hospital can now grow human-looking ears using sheep cells and keep them nourished on the back of rats. They can also grow human ears from a patient's own cells.
The fact that, we're doing this for the injured warfighter means so very much.
To get the right size and shape, scientists craft a titanium scaffold from a computer model of the person's remaining ear. They cover it with collagen, seed it with the recipient's own cartilage cells, and incubate it in a lab dish. When ready, it'll be covered with a skin graft and stitched on. Doctors hope to do the first human implants of these ears in about a year.
From the time we take the sample from the patient till we have the finished ear, it's on the order of 5 to 6 weeks.
The hope is that one day tissue engineering will reduce the need for amputations, transplants, and prosthetics. The science is moving toward whole organ growth, but right now, Strang is pleased with just part of a muscle.
For those that don't actually lose their limbs, this is going to be huge.
He'd like his progress to reassure those hurt even worse than he was. Noel Waghorn, The Associated Press.